Good evening and welcome. We're broadcasting live from U.S. Cellular Community Park in Medford from field number 9, where we are getting ready for the start of a game between the class of 2023 team from Oregon Metro East versus the class of 2023 Oregon State team. Fittingly, Oregon State in orange, and then the Oregon Metro East in dark green. Jim McCoy here with you, along with Jonathan McCrary on the camera. Center field camera manned by Johnny McCoy. Oregon State, the designated home team for this game, taking the field and getting set for the beginning of tonight's contest. Tonight, starting pitcher for Oregon State will be Tristan Newman from North Medford, 6'4", 180-pound right-hander, 3.7 student. And he'll be relieved later in the game by Rex DeAngelis, a left-hander from North Marion. All of these players will be juniors this year. Now, Oregon Metro East, I've already been advised, they're doing something a little unique with their batting order. Earlier today, we saw Utah do the same thing, where they'll take a portion of their roster and bat them 1 through 6, 1 through 7, and let them go around in the later innings. Then they'll let the second half of their lineup go in rotation. The idea being that with this many players on each team, each roster has 16. A few of those are pitchers that are just strictly working on their pitching this weekend. But there are plenty of hitters. And speaking from experience from the old days of playing City League softball, and you're in a 12, 13, 14-man batting order, it's a long time between at-bats, easy to lose focus. It just seems like it works out better all the way around if everybody's able to, get a more shortened up like you would have in a quote-unquote real game. Newman, right-handed pitcher, standing in against him. And dropping in a single to right field. Stretching it out to a double, that's Jace. Now, this is where gets really interesting with the handwriting of some of these coaches. So I'll look at my official Oregon Metro East roster. And that is Jace Shao, 6'2", 155 out of LeGrand. He takes the lead off of second base. So here we are in the top of the first inning. Now up to hit is Cameron Masters. Cameron Masters Doble. Combination catcher outfielder. Lefty hitter, as you can see, out of Tigard. Newman, out of the stretch. Pitch called for a ball. So if you're just joining us, game just underway. Jace Shao with a leadoff double to right field. And now Cameron Masters Doble at the dish. He'll hit a ball out to medium depth, left center field. Catch is made. Looks like that is, I believe that's Max Maloney out there. Now up to hit, Peyton Knowles. for Oregon Metro East. It's a grounder that hits the bag at first, takes a wicked hop on the first baseman. They're going to try to make a play at the plate. And a run scores. And really, Oregon State a victim of bad luck there. They hit the ball, it hit the bag, and took a wicked hop. And just like that, Oregon Metro East is on the board first. 1-0 ball game. Hit to short, second, on to first. They'll get the lead runner. Throw does not arrive in time to complete the double play, so Austin Takahashi, the runner at first. One down in the inning. Ground ball. Throw over to first. And that will complete the inning, but not before Oregon Metro East puts a run on the board. It's a 1-0 ball game. We'll take a quick timeout, and Oregon State will be up in the bottom of the first, coming right up.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Back at U.S. Cellular Community Park, Oregon State getting ready to come up and hit. Matthew Cheney, and again, we'll double check some of this. I'm not going to go slamming anybody, but some of this is a little hard to read. Of course, this is coming from a guy who, based on his handwriting, should have been a doctor. Bottom of the first. Leo Reeves, the leadoff hitter, starting out as an extra hitter, and will play catcher later in the game. Got a look at him yesterday and did a nice job of keeping balls in front of him. Swing, fouls it off. Count 0-1. Reeves from South Eugene, switch hitter. Always a nice quality to have. Makes you a matchup problem for right-handed or left-handed pitching. And these days in the big leagues, I don't know if you see that as commonly as we did back in the 80s when they were playing a lot more small ball. It seemed like, if you remember, those of you who have been around a while, who remember the St. Louis Cardinals. You had Ozzie Smith, a left-hander, Tommy Herr, Willie McGee. Grounder to short. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So Reeves gets things going for his team here in the bottom of the first. Hank Brundage out of Summit High School, out in the Bend to Redmond area. He'll be the hitter. Get a strike there. Matthew Tichenny is the pitcher, right-hander from Clackamas. 6'3", 175 the specs. Swing and a miss. And Brundage will head back to the dugout. Zachary Justice up next. One out in the inning. Runner on first. Cheney comes to the plate. And there you see the runner Reeves. Justice. Six foot, 185. Like Brundage, he attends Summit High School. Big time cut. Big time strike for Tichenny, with one here, out here in the bottom of the first. Tichenny looks over to first. Working out of the stretch. That pitch fouled off. Justice staying alive. 1-0 ball game. Oregon Metro East getting on the board first. Ball the call, so Justice working a good at-bat here. Seeing plenty of pitches from Tichenny. Reeves with a decent-sized lead off of first. Now he's going to go ahead and take off and run. And Justice draws the walk. So we have Justice at first. Reeves at second. Coming up to hit will be the left fielder Rex DeAngelis. Pair of runners on. DeAngelis, left-handed hitter. Tichenny comes to the plate. Gets out in front, strike one. Tichenny, that one's in the dirt, gets away from him. The runners take off. And they get the lead runner, Reeves. So good hustle play defensively by the catcher for Oregon Metro East to cancel out the lead runner. 2 out in the inning now. Now DeAngelis has to produce a hit to bring home a run. Swing and a miss. Mighty cut there with 2 out in the inning. Justice, Oregon State catcher, down at second. That pitch low. And a throw down to second. Ends up rolling into the outfield, but he thinks better of it, and Justice will remain at second base. Rex DeAngelis from North Marion High School in the Salem area. 6'2", 185. Ground ball. Up the middle. Gets away from the shortstop. Coming around to score is Justice. And DeAngelis on at first with 2 gone. And the hitter now, Noah Cox. Cheney comes to the plate. Call is a ball. 1-0 the count. Tie ball game at 1-1. Cox taking on that one. Noah Cox from Willamette High School. He can play the outfield and he can play third base starting this evening in center field. Runner goes. That's DeAngelis. And now he's in scoring position, representing the go-ahead run here early in the ball game, the bottom of the first. Strike. The pitch call for Cheney. Cheney comes to the plate. Ground ball to second. Throw over to first is in time. And that will finish the first inning of play, where we have a tie ball game at 1 apiece. We'll take a quick timeout, and when we return, we'll have more action for you on Table Rock Sports.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
As a product of North Medford High School, 1-all ball game. In the top of the second, Oregon Metro East in the green uniforms, Oregon State in the orange. Coming up to hit is Cal Pickart. Standing in against Newman. Hits a pop-up to left field. Catch is made. 1 up, 1 down. Pickard, who we just saw from Mountain View over in the Bend area, 5'11", 170 infielder. Coming up to hit now is the leadoff hitter, Jace Shao. Got some good contact in the first inning, dropping in a hit to right field. Newman seems to be on stride here in the second inning. Base is empty with 1 out. Newman winds and fires. Strike 3. Two gone in the inning. I like that little graphic there. Throws a strikeout, then we get strikeout. Oregon State. Don't get me wrong here, we're looking for Oregon Metro East too. Just like some of the cool little things they give us to play with here. First pitch goes for a ball, 2 out in the inning, and Cameron Masters Doble playing catcher. 2 gone in the inning. That pitch, kind of one of those 59-footers. So it's Masters Noble ahead in the count right now against the pitcher Newman. Ground ball to the right side of the infield. First baseman takes it himself, and that will end the inning. 3 up and 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's knotted up at 1 apiece.
A new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
Final game of the day here over at field number 9. This is where all the class of 2023 are playing their games today. All these brackets, so to speak, are grouped by graduating class, selected in a tryout earlier. And if you've ever been to the Northwest Baseball Championships website, you can see some pretty cool metrics on some of these players that are playing this weekend, like in terms of their speed and running the 60-yard dash. Running the 60, and then also you can find out things about, like for example, yesterday we saw who threw the hardest pitches on the clock yesterday. We had a senior, the class of 22, end up throwing for 92 miles an hour yesterday. Most of the hardest throwers here in the junior class, they're hitting up the upper 80s, 88 miles an hour, and considering that they're young and only going to get stronger, that portends good things for them. Getting ready to hit, Peyton Lambert, waiting the pitch from Tachenny. Comes to the plate. Call is a strike. Lambert playing third base to begin this game. Later on, he'll move over to shortstop. Being a showcase tournament, players getting an opportunity to display their skills and talents at multiple positions. As you grow older, growing physically and growing the game, you never know. When a player who maybe originally started out as a, say, a third baseman ends up playing second, maybe some things come into play, such as the player's build and size and, you know, what's the best fit for them. That pitch goes for a ball. Horsley, another North Medford player, on deck. Lambert standing in against Tachenny. Contact made. And a nice play there at second base by Takahashi. One down in the inning. That'll bring up Aiden Horsley. 6 foot, 165. He can play outfield. He can play infield. And starting out this evening in right. Let me get us caught up here. 1-0 the count. Ground ball. Throw across the infield is in time. So Tachenny as a pitcher going toe-to-toe with Newman here. We have a 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the second. Both pitchers to start the game not needing a compass to find the plate. Brandon Stinnett will come up. Lefty hitter from Sprague. Tachenny quickly gets a hold ahead in the count to the second baseman. Tachenny. That'll go for a ball. Evens out the count at 1-1. The pitch. Hit a little screamer. But just like that, 1, 2, 3. here in the bottom of the second. We'll go to the top of the third with a tie ball game at 1 apiece. Newman getting set to throw here in the top of the third. To start the game, he gave up a couple of hits, but right-hander is settling into a groove. Tristan Newman. We'll also see DeAngelis pitching this evening. Well, we're getting set to go here in the top of the third. This game moving along a pretty good clip. As Peyton Knowles gets ready to hit. Knowles take on the first pitch. Count goes 1-0. Knowles will end up coming into play short in the fourth inning. Fouls that one off to even up the count at 1-1, and that is the score of our ball game thus far. Jonathan and I talking a little bit before the game, talking about the possibility of a pitcher's duel this evening. And at least so far, that's what we're seeing. Now, we know that that can change quickly. Fatigue becoming a factor. We got this heat and the smoke and fly out to left field. There to make the catch is Cox. Actually, that's Brenneman over there now. Lineup change. Now we're seeing Austin Takahashi. Takahashi. Second baseman there to make the play. And there's two down. Coming up to hit, Blake Matter. First pitch low from Newman. Matter starting the game in center field, and later on he'll move over to right. Oregon Metro East. Mattern, 5'8", 155 from Washougal, one of two Washington players on this Oregon Metro East roster. Newman comes to the plate, throws a strike right down the pipe. Mattern, swing and a miss. He starts out in that open stance and then brings us that right leg over, and his stance becomes a little bit more even. Swing and a miss, strike three. Three up. 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the third, tie ball game at 1. We'll have more action for you coming up right here on Table Rock Sports.
Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Getting set to throw here in the bottom of the third. Starting pitcher, Matt Tichenny. Both the starters here working in a nice little groove right now. Getting set to come up and hit, Taylor Brenneman. Brenneman in center field this inning. Tichenny quickly gets out in front. Yeah, you know what, a pitcher's in a good groove when he's throwing those first pitch strikes. He's just right there, not trying to get too cute or anything like that. He's just bringing it and saying, here, come and hit it. Bouncing ball. That's wide of third. Brenneman from Sprague. Ground ball to second base. Throw over is in time. 1 down in the inning. That'll bring up Easton Corey. Corey from Pendleton, Eastern Oregon guy. 6'5", 205, right-handed pitcher, lefty hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Play at shortstop. 2 out now in the inning. And that'll bring up Maddox Maloney from Thurston High in Springfield. First pitch, a strike. So Tichenny slicing through the lineup here like a knife through hot butter. Count now goes even at 1-1. But you just get that sense on the LA. He's throwing everything right where he wants it to go. That pitch low. Maloney ahead in the count, 2-1. Comes to the plate. Truly, as I sit here, I'm trying to remember the last time there was a 3-ball count on a Oregon State hitter. Doesn't seem like it's been often this evening. But Maloney demonstrating a good patience here. Draws the walk. So a runner on with 2 out. And that'll bring up Leo Reeves as they go to the top of the Oregon State batting order. Cheney starts him out with a ball. Count 1-0. Maloney, well, some little lead off of first. Now we have a pair of runners on. Reeves at first. Maloney at second. Now up, Hank Brundage. That pitch is low, 1-0. So 2 out in the inning. Go ahead run in scoring position. Brundage looks at a strike. That'll even the count at 1-1. Game tied up at 1 apiece. Pounds that one into the composition. Brundage staying alive, adjusting his batting gloves and getting ready to do it to it. To Cheney. Looks back at the runner at second. Swing and a miss. Pitch gets away from the catcher, but he throws down the first to record the out. And that will end the inning. After 3 full, it's a 1-1 ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, Dwyer! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Newman getting ready to warm up here for the top of the fourth, and just advised by the again they've got the luxury of being able to do this with a showcase tournament like that. Now they have a second half, essentially the batting order now, or second half of the roster that will now hit. So instead of going with all 10 hitters at once, this will kind of give them a chance to have a little less downtime between at-bats. 1-1 ball game. Both the Cheney, the Oregon Metro East pitcher, and Preston Newman, both looking good on the mound this evening. First pitch is a ball. Count 1-0. Grounder to short. That's Cal Pickart. And he's out number 1 in the inning. Now up to hit. We're getting our first look at Wright. Gets ahead in the count. 1-0. Showing good patience there at the plate. Now hitter's count goes 3-0 to Max Wright. Wright, third baseman by trade. Newman gets the strike, and the count goes 3-1. Pitch fouled off. Count goes full. 3-2. 1 out. 1-1 ball game in the top of the 4th. Wright from West Lynn High School. 6'1", 170 pounds. He'll foul that one off. Stays alive. Newman winds. Here's the 3-2 offering. Grounder to third. Third baseman loses the handle on it. And Wright is on. Throw over to first. Now the little game within the game starts to come into play. Once again, Newman going over. Newman comes to the plate this time. Grounder to third, to second. So they get the lead runner. Good play there. The throw just simply did not arrive in time to complete the double play. So Brady Owen, wearing number 31, he's on at first on the fielder's choice. Owen, from here on out, will be playing catcher in the ball game. Now I have Tristan Wallace. Wallace from my alma mater, Cascade Christian High School. Just transferred over from South, I believe South last year. First baseman and catcher. 6'1", 200 pounds. Ground ball wide of third. Wallace's grandfather, the late Andy Maurer, who played in the NFL for 9 years. Wallace, a big guy at 6'1", 200. Has a runner at first. 2 down. Come to the plate, swing and a miss. And Newman gets the K. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's a 1-all ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds. on Table Rock Sports. New pitcher in the ball game for Oregon Metro East. Now, we were advised by Coach Ricky Walker from Oregon Tech that there will be a couple of guys that were late additions to his roster, and one of them is Caden Starr. Starr wearing number 54, right-handed pitcher, coming on here in relief in the bottom of the fourth. So, Tachenny done for the day on the mound, putting in a nice outing. Now Oregon State will see if they can't unknot this ball game. That currently stands at 1 apiece. Zachary Justice will lead off the bottom of the fourth. About an hour into this ball game, but it's moved along pretty quickly thanks to the efforts of tonight's pitchers. Starr will throw his first pitch of the night. Comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Count goes 0-1. Next offering, that'll go for a ball and even the count up at 1-1. So Starr doing much of what Tachenny did earlier in the game, of doing a great job of getting out in front with those first pitch strikes. But Justice now ahead in the count, 2-1. Zachary Justice, 6 foot 185. Swing and a miss. That'll even up the count at 2-2. Starr out of the windup. Swing and a miss. And Justice is gone. Dare I say it, no justice for Zach there as he heads back to the Oregon State bench. Okay, I have that dad joke out of the way for now. And now we have Rex DeAngelis. Gets a hold of that one, fouls it off. DeAngelis played a little bit of everybody in the outfield tonight. Left field, center field, right field, and again, may go in and pitch in relief of Newman in the fifth. We will see. I'm sure pitch count will play some part in that. But suffice it to say, DeAngelis will get his opportunity before the evening is over. Still plenty of ball game left here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch goes for a ball. DeAngelis fouls that one off. Back to the screen. Stays alive in the at-bat. Have another full day of action, and you can see it all here on Table Rock Sports. Over here on Field 9, the 2023s. Swing and a miss. It gets away, and the catcher throws down. The first throw is in time. And DeAngelis is out. Now hitting Noah Cox from Willamette High School. First pitch is high. Count 1-0. So far for the relief pitcher Star, so far so good in 2/3 of an inning of work. Good contact on that one. Fly out to deep right field. But the catch is made, and that will end the inning. It remains a 1-1 ball game. We'll go to the top of the fifth right after this timeout.
As the president of Southern Oregon University, I want you to know that you are welcome here on our lovely campus.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Trueblood Gamble, and I'm the Director of Diversity and Inclusion here at Southern Oregon University. We want you to know you are welcome here.
I'm Susan Walsh, Provost at Southern Oregon University, and you are welcome here.
Du bist hier willkommen. You are welcome here.
열어서.
Tu és bem-vindo aqui.
SOU 欢迎你.
तपाईँहरूलाई यहाँ स्वागत छ.
You are welcome here.
أنتم مرحبون هنا.
欢迎来到美国南俄勒冈州立大学.
ยินดีต้อนรับ.
You are welcome here.
Chào mừng bạn đến đây.
You are welcome here.
Tristan Newman getting ready for one more inning of work, so he'll put one more in before giving away to DeAngelis. Makes sense. He's in a groove right now and showing no signs of fatigue. I'm sure that we don't have access to a pitch count right here, but I got to think at this point he's been pretty efficient thus far in the evening, so you dance with what brought you at this point. Caden Blazer now up for Oregon Metro East. Newman, ooh, nicks him in the back. So Blazer down to first. Runner on. For Drake Gable. Gable has been playing left field so far this evening. He'll give way to Andrew Demianu. Right now, though, he's up here to hit. Runner on. Opportunity as he fouls this one off to put his team out front. Caden Blazer down at first. The hitter Gable, 6-footer from West Lynn. On National Left-Handers Day, should note he throws left and bats left. Runner down at first. Nobody out. Little ground pounder foul there. 2 strikes. Drake Gable awaits the pitch. That one's high. That pitch low. And that'll even the count up at 2-2. Fouled away. Gable, the hitter. Gable. Sounds like he pounded that one off of catcher's chest protector. I think they're going to check and see if they, you get all that noise and think, well, he must have hit the ball, but was it ball and equipment, or was it just equipment? And in rules, he did get some contact on the ball, and now he'll see at least one more pitch from Newman. And he draws the walk. So patience pays off for Gable. And now we have Andrew Demianu. He's played right field this evening, and then quick contact there to third base. As the throw not in time. So yeah, runners at first and second, but the out at third on the force. Ground ball. This one just a little bit wide of third. Max Wright, the hitter. He also, like Gable, from West Lynn. So we have runners at first and second. One down. Newman comes to the plate. That's a strike. Wright standing in. Even stance. Swing and a miss. And he's erased. And now coming up to hit, Brady Owen. Owen, 6'1", 185 from Gladstone High School. 1 ahead in the count now, 1-0. An opportunity to do damage and get his team out in front. Leans away from the offering from Newman. Here in the 5th, you kind of get the feeling that Newman is beginning to fade. Now a hitter's count. Of course, understandable on this muggy 100-degree day. Count now goes to 3-1. Comes to the plate. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full at 3-2. Preston Newman doing battle with Owen, and that one's fouled off. Runners taking off there. Want to get the nice jump if contact is made. Rounder to short. And that will wipe out the inning. So, as he's done so often this evening, in the few jams that he's been in, Newman gets his Houdini on and gets out of the inning. It's a 1-1 ball game, and we'll be back after this timeout on Table Rock Sports.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram Trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Back here at U.S. Cellular Community Park, the final game of the 5-game schedule here at Field 9 today, featuring players from the graduating class of 2023. Jim McCoy here along with Jonathan McCrary, who's working the camera on the first base side, and then Johnny McCoy out on the center field camera. So we're able to give you a couple of different looks here, and grateful for all the sponsors that help make this possible. Travel Medford and Southern Oregon University making it happen here. Caden Starr comes in for his second inning of work. And a tie ball game at 1 apiece. Getting set to lead off for Oregon State. Peyton Lambert from Pendleton. Not only is he good on the diamond, but he's good in the classroom too with a 3.9 GPA. Lambert went yard yesterday, giving some of the fans in attendance a thrill. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Yeah, not much we can tell you about Starr with it. He was a late addition to the Oregon Metro East roster. He comes to the plate, throws a strike, and evens things up at 1-1. Lambert awaits the pitch. Now he's ahead in the count, 2-1. Nobody out here so far in the bottom of the fifth. And did Lambert go around? Did he break the plane? Yeah, he did. That'll even the count up now at 2-2. Starr, even with the bases empty, pitching out of the stretch. Perhaps for a pitcher that throws as a reliever, in that role it's just as well. Comes to the plate, and the patience pays off for Lambert. He represents the go-ahead run as he makes his way down to first base. And he would be a guy I think that I would keep my eye on as far as somebody who might take off and run. Starr comes to the plate against Aiden Horsley. Close call there on the pickoff move at first base. But the umpire rules that he is safe. He made it back in time, and now Horsley, who's been swinging around the outfield this evening defensively, gets his turn at bat. Swing and a miss. Throw back over to first. Starr saying to Lambert, I see you. He'll now take off. Dives into second base, and he beats the throw. Lambert saying, catch me if you can. And they can't this time. Horsley is out. And that will bring up Brandon Stinnett. So now a runner in scoring position. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Starr looks back to second. And ball hit up the middle, base hit. And coming around to score, the go-ahead run is Peyton Lambert. So Oregon State breaks the tie. RBI single up the middle by Brandon Stinnett from Sprague High School. And he draws the throw at first. One out in the inning and a runner at first. So an opportunity to do more damage for Oregon State. Standing in the batter's box, Taylor Brenneman. Likes to net. He attends Sprague High School. Throwback down to first. Wallace, playing first, does a nice job to reel it in. Strike the call. So Taylor Brenneman throw over to first. Keeping Stinnett honest. Stark comes to the plate. Ground ball to left field, base hit. Stinnett comes home. A pair of runs score. Nice piece of hitting by Brenneman. So an RBI double for Brenneman. Now we have Easton Corey. Corey, left-handed hitter, right-handed thrower, pitches, plays first base out of Pendleton. He has a runner on second with one down here in the bottom of the fifth. Oregon State got a little bit of a rally going here as they now own a 3-1 lead. Star pitches. That one pounded into the ground, goes to second, throw to first, and the runner is out. Base runner advances to third. So an opportunity now for Maddox Maloney. Maloney, one of three players on this roster that have already made college commitments. Maloney, Reeves, and Justice all headed to the University of Oregon after high school. Runner at third, two gone. Star. That's a strike. So it's Oregon State 3, Oregon Metro 1 in this ball game. That pitch off target. Ground ball finds the hole. And another run scores. And it's a 4-1 ball game. Maddox Maloney down at first base now, the runner. Now up to hit, Leo Reeves. He'll foul this one off. Wallace, the first baseman, and also right fielder, try to converge on the ball that goes out of play. Two out in the inning. Runner on first. Starr throws over to first. Gets back safely. Move further that way. Yep. Did he go around? Nope. So Leo Reeves, versatile player. He can play catcher. He can play the outfield. Working against Caden Starr. That'll go for a ball. Little conversation at the mound. Oregon State with 3 runs in the inning. There's a strike by Starr. Trying to stop the bleeding here in the bottom of the 5th. Comes to plate. That one's fouled off. Pop up on the infield. Catch made by Wallace. And that will end the inning, but not before Oregon State puts 3 runs on the board. It's now a 4-1 ball game. We'll go to the top of the 6th following this timeout.
Introducing a new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
We go now to the top of the 6th. New pitcher for Oregon State, Rex DeAngelis, left-hander from North Marion High School. Coming on in relief of Newman. Newman with a solid 5-inning effort today, only allowing 1 run in the outing. But you got the sense that he was beginning to tire out a little bit in the last inning, and so now a fresh arm on the hill for Oregon State. And now Oregon Metro East trying to get back in the ball game. DeAngelis completes his warm-ups. Coming up to hit now will be Tristan Wallace. Another one of 3 players here tonight that call the Medford area home. And he gets good contact on that one. Fly ball hit out to left field, looking good, just hung it up just a wee tad, and we've got 1 out in the inning. Up next is Caden Blazer from Kamiakin, Washington. 6 foot, 175, right-handed hitter. So DeAngelis comes to the plate. Ground ball to third, throw across the infield in time. There's 2 away. So DeAngelis getting right down to the business here in his first inning of work on the mound. Drake Gable will be the hitter now for Oregon Metro East. First pitch low, the count goes 1-0. DeAngelis, swing and a miss. Count even now at 1-1. Gable takes another cut and comes up empty. 1-2, 2 gone. And DeAngelis gets the call. He records the strikeout, and that ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th with Oregon State leading 4-1.
Believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Caden Starr warming up for his 3rd inning of work. Against Oregon State. It's the bottom of the 6th. Coming up to hit, Hank Brundage. You're fine. Brundage, right-handed hitter. Stepping in. Brundage. Even stance against Starr. Brundage goes down for out number one. One gone in the inning. And next up is Zachary Justice. His team leading 4-1 after the big 3-run inning in the fifth. Ball bounces to the plate. So this game going by pretty quickly. We're in the bottom of the sixth, and we're about an hour and 36 minutes into this ball game, give or take. Pitch goes for a strike. But then as I say this, I remember that I started the video feed a little earlier just to make sure that we're up and running okay before we go to air, so to speak. That pitch goes for a ball. Zachary Justice, after high school, headed to the University of Oregon. And he'll draw the walk from Starr to open the inning. Runner at first. One down. And Rex DeAngelis, who is now pitching in the ball game, comes up with an opportunity to aid his own cause. Fouls off the first pitch. Down at first, the runner Justice. Starr comes to the plate. Pitch call is a ball. Final game of the second day of competition here. Full slate of games once again tomorrow. Fly ball out to center field. DeAngelis goes down. Two gone. And it will be Noah Cox. Starr. Little courtesy call over to first. Pitch called for a ball. Count now 1-0. Runner at first and two out here in the bottom of the sixth. Oregon State, who's up to hit, is ahead in the ball game 4-1. Been a very interesting day. We started out with just a little bit of rain this morning. Obviously not for the sake of baseball. I was hoping maybe we'd get a little bit more to get a little help from the elements as far as our wildfires are concerned, but that would not to be the case, and probably everybody here participating in this baseball tournament is actually kind of grateful for it, although, again, I'd love to see this wildfire smoke go away. Justice, the runner at first. Cox, the hitter. And Noah Cox draws the walk. Runners now at first and second. 2 down. Cox at first, Justice at second. And it's Peyton Lambert. Lambert, one of the 3 runs that scored in the 5th to put Oregon State out front after the game had been knotted at 1 since the first inning. That pitch low, count 1-0. That pitch almost gets away from the catcher, but he does a good job of keeping it in front of him. So the runners will stay at first and second with 2 down. Pitch fouled off. Goes out of play. Lambert seeing what he can do to extend this 3-run lead for Oregon State. Starr, the pitcher, looking to get out of the inning. He came on in relief of Tichenny, who threw the first 3 innings of the ball game. Tichenny and his counterpart Newman both with good outings tonight. Three and 1, advantage Lambert. Two gone in the inning. Strike there. And Starr really needed it. Now the count goes full at 3-2. Payoff pitch coming up. Runners go. Pitch fouled off. Lambert stays alive. Starr throws. And the pitch and the hit rolls all the way out to the fence. Two runs will score. Oregon State now out in front 6-1. So Lambert, who's shown a good bat here throughout the first half of this tournament, comes through once again for his team. Starr. His first pitch is a ball. Aiden Horsley, the hitter. Pop up on the infield, and the catch is made. And that will end the inning, but not before Oregon State does additional damage. It's a 6-1 ball game. We'll return after this timeout here on Table Rock Sports.
Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. He was shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Going to the top of the 7th. Rex DeAngelis on the hill. In his first inning of relief, he looks solid, and now he's going to look to try to close things out here for his Oregon State team against Oregon Metro East. First pitch is a ball, count 1-0. Leading off is Andrew Demianu, outfielder, 5'11", 175 out of Pendleton High School, where he will be a junior this year. DeAngelis, that pitch off target. So Demianu with the early advantage. There's a strike, and the count goes 2-1. Top of the 7th, Demianu draws the bases on balls. Now up to hit Jay Shao from LeGrand. He'll foul it off, and the count goes 0-1. Nice play to take the pop up by the Oregon State first baseman. That's Easton Corey making the play. Cameron Masters Doble, now the hitter with one out and a runner at first. Strike the call. DeAngelis comes to the plate. That pitch fouled off. 2 strikes to Masters Doble. Base runner returns to the bag. Pitch goes for a ball. The count now 1-2. That pitch fouled off. So Masters Doble staying alive here in the at-bat. He'll foul that one off. Count remains 1-2. DeAngelis out of the stretch. He throws it right down Broadway. And he strikes him out. Two gone in the inning. Peyton Knowles playing shortstop late in this ball game. Falls behind 0-1 to the pitcher. Count even now at 1-1. Two gone, top of the seventh. Oregon Metro East up to bat and trailing by 5. That pitch called a ball. Count goes 2-1. Peyton Knowles, left-handed hitter, draws the walk. So now we got 2 on and 2 out. And Austin Takahashi. Austin Takahashi, infielder, right-handed pitcher from Roseburg, Oregon. Town I called home for about 7 years. This pitch fouled off. Takahashi trying to bring a couple of runs home for his team. That pitch pounded into the ground by Takahashi, who stays alive in the at-bat. Top of 7. Rex DeAngelis, that one in the dirt. Runners go, but no matter, as now the bases are loaded. And now up to the plate, Blake Mattern. Mattern, one of 2 Washington players on this Oregon Metro East roster from Washougal. He looks at the strike as the count goes 0-1. Next pitch, that's fouled out of play. So now DeAngelis with the advantage. The hitter, Mattern, looks at a ball. 5'8", 155. And that is fouled out of play. It looked like it had possibilities, but it will land in foul territory. Swing and a miss. And that's your ball game. The final, Oregon State 6, Oregon Metro East 1. And that wraps up today's action here on Field 9 at U.S. Cellular Community Park in Medford. I invite you to look at the schedule tomorrow on the slate for TableRockSports.net, as we will have plenty more action coming your way. For Johnny McCoy and Jonathan McCrary, I'm Jim McCoy. Thank you for joining us, and have a great night.